So 11, all they wanted today. And that does not deter our intrepid guy on the ground. You know who that is? Johnson Wagner. He has battled back. He has won the affection of the great fans here in Northern Ireland, though he did try to dent them last evening at Calamity Corner. Wags, what are you seeing down there at number 11?
Well, the RNA said I'm not allowed to hit shots over 50 yards today, so I'm down here on 11 at the most at the most narrow part of this fairway. And I wanted to just show you guys as we walk over to where Scottie Scheffler hit this tee ball, just how much junk is to the right side. Now it's only 265 yards to carry to this point, but back into the wind, left to right. Players were not able to, during the rain and the heaviest part of the winds, fly it up here and get the ball way down the fairway. So he was pretty far wide, and you could see these mounds everywhere. There's ferns, there's little scrubby bushes. And, I mean, by the way, look at this sunset tonight over the Irish Sea. There's so many different shades of purple and orange. It's magical. So Scottie Scheffler was right here on top of this mound. I dropped my ball down in here. I learned a little trick playing in Ireland. You set your glove down next to it if you find it and have to go leave, because it's virtually impossible to come back and find it. But where Greg is standing up here, Ted Scott was basically begging Scottie to take an unplayable lie and drop right down here in some matted down areas. It's still going to be hard to get on the green. I dare to say that a pitch out today for Scottie Scheffler was probably the greatest shot he hit. So he's standing right here. There's ferns everywhere. He kind of blew up this ferny area, and I've tried to recreate somewhat of a bad lie just to show you how good this shot was that he hit to get back to the fairway. On a severe downslope on the backside of this hill with a bunch of junk in front of me to try to get through, and Scottie literally was just trying to advance this some 20 yards down there. Now, I've gotten pretty good at this week because I've been in this stuff all week. Ooh. Yay. Now I'm going to go into the junk on the other side. Just incredibly difficult. Scottie Scheffler made a wonderful bogey here today that really kept his round going, was able to get it out, hit it on the green, and two-putt for that 5. Now, as we walk over here to where Rory McIlroy's was, Brandel, you said it earlier, it was the best drive he hit all day. Actually hit a low bullet. It just ran a little bit through the fairway, and just 5 paces on the left side of the 11th fairway. You've got deep, nasty rough, hummocks and hills. I thought Rory had a really awkward stance. I believe Kevin Kisner on the telecast, or maybe it was Faxon, even said that he had to be careful because of how far below him this was, that this was actually somewhat of a shanky sort of lie. And I mean, you're just trying to minimize mistakes, get it back in play where you can get your next shot on the green. And I think both players, number 1 and 2 in the world, did a great job of that today here at the 11th.
And it doesn't look like, Wags, that the wind's blowing that much right now, but earlier in the day, it would have been, what, 15, 20 at some point, and it would have been off the left, that's the worst wind that you want to play in or hit shots in if you're a right-handed golfer, isn't it?
Off the left and hurting as well. Yes, I mean, I thought, well, I was calling Scottie Scheffler's group on featured groups today, and I thought, given his ball flight, he would be very comfortable with this, and it was the most uncommitted swing he made all day. I think the tee box is very exposed. You can really not see the fairway from the tee where you want the ball to land. This is just an awkward hole here at the 11th with brutal trouble down both sides. There really is no bailout off this tee at all.
I must have been digging into the French fries that Richie, or the chips as they call them over here, that Richie was trying to get me to eat, because I didn't hear. Was Scottie Scheffler's caddy, Ted Scott, really trying to get him to take an unplayable lie? I didn't hear that bit. It's rare when a player overrules his caddy.
Like I said, we were on featured groups, and so we had the whole interaction with Ted. He kept coming back here. They measured it twice with 2 club lengths from where the ball was, just to see if it was possible, because I think all the junk that was over there, if it didn't come out right, then they could have been faced with the exact same shot. So Ted brought it up, wanted it to happen, and Scottie said, I think I can get it to the fairway, and Ted said, let's do it.
Wags, before we let you go, just what were your overall impressions of this opening round, and how do you think Rory fared today?
I think Rory played really nicely. Obviously had that sloppy 3-putt on 1. He had the stretch in the middle of the round where he bogeyed 11, 12, and 14. I think finishing with a birdie on 17 and the walk up 18 was pretty special to listen to. I was actually right over there behind the 18th green and got chills by the ovation live, hearing it in person. And I think Rory did great. Proud of Harris English. And by the way, Royal Portrush, I think this place showed out today. 4 under par. I think the weather's going to be a factor all week long. And Brandel, like you said to me yesterday, we're probably going to get 4 different wind directions. So this place is going to get hard, and you don't have the ability to know the tee shots you hit and the winds today are going to be completely different than what they're going to face tomorrow.
Enjoy the rest of this night. We love these long summer days up north.
Thanks, Wags.
Every July when we come over here. Thank you, Johnson.